Well, from my perspective, it's important because you want to understand human variability. You want to understand asexual people. And there's probably sort of a concomitant kind of effect by understanding asexual people. Asexual people themselves probably understand themselves better and how, for example, they can negotiate a very sexualized society. So that's one element. And I also think it's important to study asexuality and have asexual people as part of our recruitment in terms of participants and so on and so forth, in part because studying asexuality helps us to understand sex. And so understanding not just asexuality, we understand a sort of broader phenomenon of sexuality.
Mm-hmm. And one of Lori and my earlier studies and our questionnaire development study, one of the first steps that we did was actually ask asexual individuals for their perspective on how they experienced asexuality throughout their life, how they knew that they were asexual, all sorts of questions, just really allowing them to tell their story. And the richness in their responses has really informed our research, not only for that series of studies, but also going forward. And I feel like it's essential for us as researchers to really to be asking, so we can really truly understand what people's experiences are. It'll inform our studies going forward for sure.
Great.
Yeah, and I think the research that has been done on asexuality has allowed us, broadly speaking, to address and confront some of the myths about what asexuality is. So, prior to Tony's 2004 paper on the prevalence of asexuality, there wasn't a whole lot of research, and shortly after that, there were a lot of speculations about what asexuality is really. Is this celibacy? Is this a manifestation of trauma, of, deep-rooted psychological illness, etc.? And so by partnering with the asexuality community and by doing research with AVEN as well as other ACE members in general, it's allowed us to really look critically at some of those speculations, debunk them, and generate some good data.
Also, I agree with all of those points. And in addition to those points, we also get a really good understanding of our identities. If we get insights from asexual members about what asexuality is, rather than people's perceptions about what asexuality might be. And so we're able to not only learn about these identities, but then also able to see if those identities fit our own experiences, whether it's researchers or other people in the classrooms that we're teaching, the people that we know, or just everybody in the general population. We have a greater understanding of how those identities can fit actual people's experiences, which I think is amazing.